Hey everyone, it's Stephanie, and today we're going to talk about my favorite orange polishes. So, if you tuned in last time, I went over my favorite red polishes that I own, and today, like I said, I'm going to go over my favorite oranges, and also I'm going to do this entire video with my camera hopefully not adjusting focus. I finally figured out how to make my manual focus turn on and my autofocus turn off. Who'd have thunk that pressing save might do that? Yeah, my camera has a hard time focusing because I have approximately a million faces behind me. And I refuse to move any of them. I need my Brahms mask. I need my doll. I need my Labyrinth poster. I need them all. Anyway, so we are going to talk about my favorite orange polishes. I'm really excited about this one. There's a lot of really special polishes here. I really kind of gravitate towards the warmer spectrum of polishes, and also orange is my mom's favorite color to wear on her nails. So I think this is a great selection, and let's get started. Okay, first off is Orly Breathable Over the Topaz. So this one almost was relegated to the honorable mentions, but I realized that if I included it, it would be a solid 10 favorite oranges. So this was a polish I got pretty early on in my collection. There was a collection of jewel toned Orly breathables. I got the entire collection. Oh, except for there was one cream that I don't remember what it was called, but everything else was kind of a duochrome. So I got this over the topaz, and it's this beautiful orange that shifts to a kind of salmon color. And when I wore this, I could not get over the shift in this polish. I was just staring at it constantly all day long. And fun fact about this nail polish and about my pictures and videos of this nail polish is that these are by far, as far as I'm aware, my most stolen nail pictures. I don't know. I think stolen's kind of a strong word, but also an accurate word. I've had several blogs, specifically, I believe halal blogs, because this is from the Orly Breathable line and it's marketed as being breathable. So if you need to wash your hands several times a day to pray to Allah, you can wear this nail polish, and supposedly it's supposed to allow the water to penetrate. So anyway, a lot of these blogs were sharing my picture of this, and the interesting thing is that they were taking the picture, but then they were also tagging me. So they weren't, using like a repost app or something, like I've seen nail brands use for their swatchers. They were just wholesale taking my picture, but then they were also tagging me. So I'm not mad about it. I absolutely don't think it was in bad faith. But yeah, like so many blogs shared this, my videos and my pictures of it. But it is a gorgeous polish, so I don't really blame them. All right, next up is Colors de Carol Spider Legs. So this was a polish that I could not stop thinking about. It's this gorgeous orange with a blue shimmer and then a bunch of different bar glitters, especially like black bar glitters. So I was talking about this nonstop. Danny Shao, my podcast partner, she bought a different one in this collection that was a Halloween collection, and I think it was called Harry Zombie. But I could not get over the idea of bar glitters and spider legs, but I never decided to actually place an order from Colors to Carol. So I didn't actually end up getting this until me and Stacy Quality Nails and Hillary Mediocre Manny's took a trip out to the What's Up Nail Store, RIP. It's no longer there, but we did a road trip out to the What's Up Nail Store in Arizona. I saw this on the shelf and I was like, oh, should I get this? And Stacy was just like, "Stephanie, you've been talking about that for like months. Of course you should get that." So I got it. I love this. I just, like I said, I think it's so gorgeous. And I love the blue shimmer in this. Like, blue is not my favorite color, but give me a blue shimmer any day, especially in a warm toned polish base. I didn't even really realize how beautiful this polish was going to be until I finally wore it. I don't think that you can really judge a polish until you've worn it for about 24 hours. So I finally wore it. Actually, just recently, I swatched it for this video. I hadn't worn it yet. It was an untried. And I was like, okay, yeah, I do want this in the video because it's so beautiful. It's so fun. And Colors de Carol always has such amazing ideas for their polishes. So It's a great one. I really need to get some more colors to Carol. They just have so many great polishes. Okay, next up is a polish I never thought would be on this list because it was so absolutely nothing to me until I kind of realized what it was good for. So this is Orly Sunkissed. And this is a beautiful, just like really burnt orange, almost brown. Like I could have gotten away with putting it in the browns. But what I really love about this polish is it is such a wonderful fox color. In fact, I made a labyrinth mani for when Didymus's birthday because she's named after Sir Didymus. Her online name is named after Sir Didymus from Labyrinth, and he's a kind of a fox-like creature. So I used this to paint him, and I just think it's such a wonderful color uh, to paint just any sort of burnt orange out in the wild. It's a very natural color. And I did not buy this for myself. I'm sure this was something extra Orly threw into an order. So I never thought it would be one of my favorites, but look where we are now. This is just such a perfect fox color. If you're looking for a color to paint a fox with, I've got a color for you. All right, on to something a little more fun and festive. We have Glisten and Glow's Limbo Lover. I love this collection. This is from the Glisten and Glow Tiki Time collection. As far as I know, right now, it's still available for purchase on the website. And I was so excited when I saw that Glisten and Glow was doing a neons collection because Glisten and Glow is just known for having such amazing creams. And so I was so excited to try their formula for neons. And oh my God, the formula on this and the color are so gorgeous. I know that this is like controversial, but I like Glisten and Glow's neon formula better than I like the Circ Vice collection. And I am a Circ Vice collection hoe. I love the Circ Vice collection, but really nothing compares to the coverage and the formula on this nail polish. I'm actually wearing it right now with a green and black topper because well, I swatched it last night because I've used this in nail art, but I haven't like just used it as a full mani. And oh my goodness, just amazing coverage. For me, it was 3 coats because, like, my nail line is very, very strong. Like, everything takes 3 coats for me to cover up my nail line. If it's a 2-coater, that's a miracle. So, this will probably be a 2-coater on you, but it's gorgeous. It glows like crazy. I'll share a picture of some nail art I did with the entire collection. Gorgeous collection, incredible formula, wonderful company. Please check out Glisten and Glow. They've got the best top coat in the business, and Jill, the creator, is amazing. So check it out. All right, up next is an old favorite brand of mine. Well, okay, new this year, but you're going to be seeing a lot of them in these videos. This is Plus Life Lacquer DLT Baby. So this was the polish that really got me to order from Plus Life Lacquer in the first place because I love Doritos Locos Tacos, and this is what it's named after. It's supposed to look like a Doritos Locos taco shell, or I suppose a Dorito. And I have such fond memories of Doritos Locos Tacos, actually. When they first came out, I was so excited. And I told my husband that at midnight on the day that they released, I wanted him to drive me to Taco Bell because I wanted to be intoxicated for our trip there, so I could have the ultimate Doritos Locos Taco experience. And we happened to live right next to one of the flagship Taco Bell restaurants. So we went there and they immediately gave us a $5 gift card to buy our tacos with. They also gave us these shirts, which I'll try to find. I know that I have the shirt still, but I don't know where I put it. But it's kind of this like abstract, cute Doritos, like it was like Dorito plus taco equals smile. It was, I don't know, it was funny. Um, and so we had our Doritos Locos Tacos, and it was one of the most wonderful nights of my life. And this is just a Dorito on your nails. It's a Dorit, okay? So if you want to be wearing Doritos on your nails, I know I do, head on over to pluslifelacker.com. Not sponsored. I bought this myself. Just head on over there and grab yourself some DLT, baby. Up next is Poetry Cowgirl Haunted Pumpkin Party. Obviously, I love this polish. I'm going to say that about every single polish. I got this I think, it must have been September 2022 because I was buying from Polish Pickup, and I know that I was doing Polish Pickup bingo when I found this. And when I saw this, I immediately thought it looked like candy. It just looked like some sort of Halloween hard candy, and I love the look of it so much, and when I put it on, I was absolutely right. It totally looked like a candy, and, like, what more can I say? It's just this gorgeous, vibrant orange jelly. It's got just beautiful particles in it, purple micro glitters, what looks like kind of green to orange flakies. I love this polish. It is so darn cute. And I love the Poetry Cowgirl label. I think it's just one of the cutest labels. It's kind of a brown bag kind of look. This is one of those polish brands that I would really love to get more of because I love the label so much. There's a few different polish brands that I would really love to get polishes from, but unfortunately they very rarely make things that like make the cut for my list on things like Polish Pickup. So Poetry Cowgirl's one of them, and I would love to get more from them. So I hope that they have something that is compatible with me some other time I'm on Polish Pickup. But until then, I've got my Haunted Pumpkin Party, and it's adorable, and I love it, and thank you. All right, next up is a polish that I think a lot of people watching this video will love. It's a very popular polish, and for good reason. This is Holo Taco Zyler. Zyler is such a gorgeous holographic glitter polish, and it's one of Holo Taco's classics, like I said, for good reason. It is orange, but it's not too vibrant. It's very, very classy. I think that this on a lot of skin tones can actually be a neutral. I think it looks just beautiful and classy, and every time I'm wearing it, I just feel like $1,000,000. So, yeah, I don't have much to say about this polish other than it's gorgeous. I love it. You should try it out if you haven't yet. And if you haven't yet, where have you been? Have you been under a rock? It's an incredibly famous polish and everybody loves it. All right, we are getting to the good stuff. We are getting to the top 3. And these were pretty okay. Number 1 was not hard to narrow down. And if you know me at all, you might be able to already guess what number 1 is. But these two, the last two, are very, very hard to decide because these are in order, basically of least favorite, but still favorite to most favorite. Anyway, number 3 is Light My Campfire by Orly from their breathable line. I put a polish from this collection in my last video. I put in Cranberry Believe It into my favorite reds, but you're going to be seeing at least one more from this collection later on in the series because every single polish from this collection is so gorgeous. And this orange, I can't decide if Cranberry Believe It or Light My Campfire is my favorite. But this is just such a beautiful metallic orange, especially in low light. It just glows. It is so, so amazingly gorgeous. Like, words cannot describe how beautiful this polish is. And this entire collection, if you don't have any other breathable collection, I recommend this one because it's just amazing through and through. So, yeah, Orly Breathable, Light My Campfire, 10 out of 10. All right. Number 2. This one is quite a new one to my collection, but I see this polish right now just taking the nail polish world by storm. This is Plus Life Lacquer Mush Mom, aka the baked bean polish. Oh my goodness. When I first saw this, I was like, that is beans. That is beans in a bottle. I must have the beans polish. So I was talking about it on stream, and Summer from Plus Life does frequent my stream, and so I kept talking about the bean polish, and I don't think she understood what she had on her hands, because I finally got this, and I was posting a bunch about all of these bean polishes, including this absolutely stupid meme that I made. It's so dumb, and I love it. But anyway, she was like, why are you calling it the bean polish? And I'm like, because it's beans, because it's baked beans. Um, I love this. It looks just like beans. So if you need beans on your nails, I know I do. This is the perfect polish. But on top of that, it is gorgeous. It's just a beautiful polish because not only is it this beautiful orange crelly jelly, like it's kind of like halfway between a crelly and a jelly, but it's also got this beautiful, beautiful orange shimmer going through it. So like not only are you going to be beanie, but you're going to be beanie and beautiful. And I know that that's what I like to be. I'm always thinking about those beans. All right. Last but absolutely, certainly never in a million years least, we have, can you guess? Can you guess? Write in the comments right now if you know what this is. I'll wait. All right. We have Circ Colors Pyro. If you've been to my stream, if you've been around me, you know I am crazy for this color. Everybody who's into the Circ Vice collection is crazy for this color. If you don't know what the Circ Vice collection is, I mentioned it a little earlier when I was talking about Glisten and Glow. But if you don't know what the Circ Vice collection is, it is a collection of limited edition neons that Circ releases every summer. They'll make a few new ones and they'll bring a few old ones back. And there are these amazing, vibrant neons. I buy the entire set every year. I've bought the entire set for the last 2 years, and the year before that, I only bought a few, but they are just amazing, special. My fill line on this is really low. I didn't even realize that. I need to be careful. Maybe if they re-release this next year, I'll have to or this year. Yeah, it's 2024. If they re-release this year, I will have to buy another bottle. It's kind of a red orange, so like comparatively to uh the one on this camera, they don't look different at all, but comparatively to Glisten and Glow, it's really red, but oh my god, it glows so well. I love using this for chroma depth nail art, which is a technique where you use different tones of neon colors in order to make a 3D effect when you wear the right kind of 3D glasses. And the more warm tone a color is, the more it pops out. So this often is the standout color in whatever I'm doing. Orange is the warmest color. You can't have a cool toned orange and you can't have a warm toned blue. You can't have a green blue and a red blue, or like a purplish blue, blurple, if you will. And you can have a reddish orange and a yellowish orange, but because it is the warmest you can get, you don't really get warm to cool. So, anyway, this is usually the standout color in whatever chroma depth look I'm doing. And I love it. And it's beautiful. And I can't get enough of neons. Like, I like wearing black and stuff, but on my nails, I need just like a pop of color. I need it for myself, for me. All right, and we are to our honorable mentions. So I have two honorable mentions. These are polishes that I do love, but they don't quite make the cut for my favorites. But they have a good enough story or a good enough reason to share them that I want to share them with you. Okay, so the first one is the most expensive polish that I own. Winifred by Enchanted polish. So I really wanted this polish when Enchanted was still up and running. Enchanted was an incredible brand that went out of business. I really hope that someday they come back, but luckily I did get this one, but not when it was for sale on the website. I wanted it for like months, and then Enchanted went out of business, and I was like, "Should I go buy that now?" And I was like, "No, why waste the $18 on a polish you clearly want?" So I didn't get it. But the thing is, I really wanted to get this polish because my mom has a dog named Winifred, named after Winifred Sanderson. This was from a Halloween collection, and I believe it was also named after Winifred Sanderson. So I needed to get it because my mom loves her dog, Winnie. I'll share a picture of her. She's a little Samoyed. She is so adorable. And I regretted it. And my mom wanted it, and I wanted it, and it was a perfect color for my mom to wear because she loves burnt oranges. So I told everybody, if you could find a bottle of this, if you could get me to a bottle of this, I would be eternally grateful. And then eventually, Stacy Quality Nails, she was like, "Hey, I found it and it's $98. So LOL, I guess you're not getting it." And I was like, "Don't underestimate how much I need this stupid polish." So I bought it for that much. I've got that red Louboutin, and yet this is my most expensive polish. I could have gotten it for $18, but did I? No. So it just goes to show you, FOMO is real, and if you don't give into it, you're gonna pay like $80 more for the product that you wanted. I don't actually mean that, but yeah, I needed to get this and I got this. The reason this isn't on my favorites is because even though I think this color is gorgeous, I really don't love holographic glitters that are all the same size. I have a few different brands that do that formula, and I always find it just a little chunky and flat. There is something kind of compelling about it. It's kind of like retro almost because it's like from a time before people did like different sized glitters and different shaped glitters, but it never looks quite how I want it to on my nail. It always takes so much top coat, as Leonard would say, it's a thirsty bitch, and it always ends up chipping really easily. This kind of formula specifically with all the same size glitters, they're always chipping on me. So this doesn't quite make it to my favorites, but I had to mention it because it's this wild, stupid polish story that I have, and I want to share it with you. All right, last and perhaps maybe least, we have Rose's dress from Watcha Nail Polish. This was on Polish Pickup during the 90s grunge month, and I was dying because, like, okay, first off, I was like, Titanic, 90s grunge, yeah, certainly 90s, but grunge. And then I realized, wait a minute, what's grungier than the Titanic? It's been on the bottom of the ocean for like, I don't know what, over 100 years now. So if that's not grungy, what is? Also, though, I love Titanic. I am a huge fan of the movie. I am fascinated by the story. I'm fascinated by sunken ships. I never really thought of myself as a huge fan of Titanic until my husband and I were getting the Titanic Lego set. And he was like, yeah, I wanted to get this because I know that you're such a big fan of Titanic and the Titanic. And I was like, I am. And then I had to take a long, hard think about my life and realize, yeah, I am a really big fan of Titanic and the Titanic. I love a love story. I love some 90s Leo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. And like I said, I love sunken ships and creepy stories. And I even love Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On. In fact, I wanted to wear it for this video because it actually is orange, but I have a heavy metal Celine Dion My Heart Will Go On t-shirt that is like my pride and joy, the love of my life. And this kind of matches it. So how exciting. But yeah, I love Titanic, and this polish is beautiful. It's a beautiful polish. But I just wanted to talk about it because I wanted to talk about my love of Titanic. Now, unfortunately, I haven't found any scripts around for the sequel to Titanic, Titanic 2. I know last video we ended talking about the sequel to Gladiator 2000. But unfortunately, I don't think anybody's in talks about making Titanic 2, which is a shame. I could write that script. Hit me up, James Cameron. I don't want to go down in a submarine, but I'll watch a video about it. It'd be great. Anyway, those are my favorite oranges. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, if you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Please drop a comment. Tell me your favorite oranges. You could judge my favorite oranges, whatever you want. It's all engagement, like I say. And also come check me out on Twitch. I stream every Sunday, Friday, and most Tuesdays. Although I've been sick, you might notice my energy levels a bit lower today. Although my energy level's usually pretty high, even when it's pretty low. But I have been sick, so I've been missing my Tuesdays, but I should be back next week. And listen to my podcast. It's called Two Lacquered Ladies, and I do it with my friend Danny Shout. And we actually talked about nail polish and nail art this last episode. So what's more exciting than that, than the podcast actually being what the podcast is about? Anyway, I think that is it for today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and stay lacquered. Bye bye.